Giggity wiggity, what's up, world? Today we are on the A Valiant Effort podcast with me, your host, Ryan Morelli, and we have Steven and Cameron with me today.
What up?
Um,
Hi.
Hi.
we got a great podcast lined up. We're going to go into it with some new releases. Steven or Cameron, do you want to start?
I'm just here. I would like you guys to go first. I want to hear what you guys got.
Alright, I can throw something out there. So, last Friday, I was driving to work and I was looking at my new releases on Spotify and I found a fun little album that you guys might not be aware of. It's called Hot Pink by Doja Cat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of Doja Cat.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she like a fetish icon. A lot of like fucking alternative girls are into her. I knew a girl with dreadlocks really fucked with her.
Oh yeah. Doja
Okay.
Cat is this like she's like I guess R&B like rap kind of shit and
Yeah.
she does like really raunchy and fun stuff. Um,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to
Just
She's
just
like Cardi B, but like Weird Al Yankovic version.
that's a really
Kind of.
interesting analogy.
I
But
mean, like,
she does like she's just like
oh,
really like straightforward with her lyrics, and she doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. And I think it's just really interesting because like one of her bars is like play with my pussy but don't play with my emotions. And
nice.
I just thought it was so funny. But like obviously this is not like a serious album, so if you're like looking for some like great lyrical content and like serious shit, you're not gonna find it. But if you're looking to like hear some like really fun and like even witty bars that are just like super raunchy and sexual, yeah, that'll deliver.
yeah, she's super sexual. Yeah, a lot of she's like, yeah,
Is this a new release?
Yeah, it came out last Friday.
yeah. Doja Cat's been out for a while now, but she's been popping off lately. Like she's been grinding.
Yeah, so she released her first album, I want to say like 5 or 6 years ago. Like it's been a while, but she blew up kind of with like Genius when they started doing those like videos where they have the artists like explain the lyrics, and she had one song called like Tia Tamara that I thought was fucking dope, and it was like from her last album that came out in 2018. They had like a deluxe version come out this year, which I wasn't even like aware of it until I heard Tia Tamara. But if you get a chance, definitely listen to that song because I think it's the best Doja Cat song, and it has Rico Nasty in it too. Pretty good feature. But um, this new
Interesting.
album, I would say I did talk about one of the songs on I think our second podcast or maybe our first podcast. It was called Bottom Bitch, and it's the one that has like the guitar sample, and it's like it has like that emo trap flavor, but like she kind of sings on it.
Uh,
So that's a good. That's probably the best song. Or the other one is Rules. Those are probably the two best songs on this album. But yeah, if you get a chance and you're just up for
nice.
something fun and playful, definitely check out Hot
Yeah, I
Pink
might
by
be able to
Doja
get
Cat.
behind that. Might be able to get behind that.
All right, Steve, you got anything for us?
Yes, I do. I have a new Tonight double release. This is
Tonight.
Lunas and Hudson Mohawke collaboration, to EDM DJ producers. Um,
Okay.
they, yeah, it's very cool. They've been collaborating for a while now.
So is Tonight like both of them together?
Yes, but they both are independent at the same time.
Okay. I've heard you talk about Hudson Mohawke before, but I don't know the other person.
Yeah, Lunis or Lunice.
Okay. What kind of sound is it?
It's like trap court, like in the EDM sense. You know,
Okay.
like trap channels, like
Like Trap Nation.
Yeah, Trap Nation. It's literally just Trap Nation tracks, and that's kind of what they've been known for their entire collaborative history.
So is it like do they have like massive drops?
I wouldn't say they're massive, but they're like really clean.
Okay.
They're
Um
like clean,
when did that come
smooth
out?
drops. Good bass. This came out on the 23rd of October. Okay, so
Okay. I mean, that's still a new release though. But
yeah.
do they have any other stuff together? Or is that like
Oh yeah, they go way back, all the way back to 2012.
damn, I didn't even know
So
that.
yeah, they have a good amount of music. Not actually like that much. It's just kind of mostly EPs and singles. But
Damn, I'm waiting
yeah,
for
so,
that full length though.
yeah. Oh, actually, I think it's out. Poor research, my dude.
No,
Um,
that's fine though.
oh, it just
Maybe
came out today. So
we can talk about it on next podcast maybe.
yeah. Okay.
All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is I don't know if you guys are aware, but Michigan emo, pop punk, DIY, indie scene had a huge day on Friday. And being from Michigan and being into that music, of course I had to talk about it. Um, so we got new releases from Dogleg, which is a band that I've been following for a while. We got a new release from Hexing, which I'm not sure if you guys have heard of them, but this is their
Right. Hexing. Is the
Hexing.
music? Okay. Good. I'm
This is
familiar.
their third release, but they've only had like I think it was a 5 song EP or a 4 song EP, and then a like double thing with 2 songs, and then this one has 6 songs, about 20 minutes long. Um, I think I'll go into that one first. But they put out a little EP called Temporary in 2018, and it was like I thought it was pretty good. It was like you could see the potential in this band, and I was like, all right, they're definitely gonna like amount to something. And then they were at the last Bloodfest, but I didn't get a chance to see them because there were so many bands that like were performing. And if Bloodfest, for anyone who doesn't know, is like this huge like
It's hype.
this huge event that was in Howell, Michigan. They don't do it anymore, but they did it for like something like 15 years.
I
And
mean, depends what you consider huge, though. Too. It's pretty small.
I mean, it's small for like the stuff that we go to, but it's like it was in an old high school, and they had like 5 stages and just like a 1 day fest. It was pretty cool, and
Yeah. A lot of
so
good bands. A lot of local bands. Kind of regional
yeah, and
lineup.
they always had like some big bands too, like the bigger bands like the Wonder Years headline.
Yep.
Free Throw was there. It was pretty sweet, but there were so many bands performing at once that I didn't get to see Hexing, and I kind of regret it because I still haven't seen them live. Um, but I'm
They were
sure,
there.
yeah, they were at the last
Oh,
Bloodfest.
rip.
I'm definitely gonna see them. Probably when they do their album release party. If if it's like sort of close to me, but definitely gonna see them sometime soon. This release is called In Tandem. Um, I think the best song is probably called Save You, and it's about like being surrounded by death and wishing that you can save someone when you really can't, which is kind of like a dark subject matter, but it's really well done. Um, I think they have 2 lead singers that kind of like switch off. I'm not like completely sure about it, but they have one guy doing Save You, who like he does that like whole song, and then other songs they'll have another dude singing. And I feel kind of bad because I don't know all their names, but I just know that they like switch off sometimes. I think that's really cool too. It's kind of like Taking Back Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but this I want to call it an album. I'm not sure if it's an album or an EP. It only has 6 songs, but it's really cool. It's like just pop punk emo bangers all the way through, which I'm a sucker for it if you didn't already know.
Yeah.
And like I also want to talk about they had that little double that they did in last December, I believe. And it has a song called Time Flies on it, which is super nostalgic and like super reflective of like they say um if you told me, it's not like a direct quote, but if you told me I should have done this years ago, like I would have told you that you're right. And I was just like, wow, damn, that kind of hits hard. But
Classic.
yeah, definitely check out Hexing. I think if you are listening to this and you want to check out one thing that we mentioned, like it would definitely be this one, for me at least.
Yeah. I'll allow.
um,
um,
so I could also talk about Dogleg 2
yeah.
since I mentioned them, but
Yeah. Go right into it.
like
This is emo corner. This is Ryan Riley emo corner. Carve out.
it really is.
Yeah.
I might go off on a tangent too, so
Get it, sis.
Yeah. Just go
um
off.
so Dogleg, I've been following Dogleg since like late 2017, early 2018, and they put out 2 EPs, I want to say in 2016.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
they're like I think they're from Ann Arbor, maybe Ann Arbor, Detroit, Michigan. Can't remember exactly. But they they released those 2 EPs. One's called Dogleg, one is called Remember Alderaan. And since then, they have not released anything. And they've just been touring and playing local shows, getting on like every show that they can. We saw them at Bloodfest the last 2 years, I believe. Yeah, last 2 years, because they opened Bloodfest 2018, and then they played Bloodfest 2019 too. So I've seen them a lot,
Yeah.
actually, quite a few times, and we've been like fiending for like a new Dogleg album, or at least some material, because it's been almost three. It's been about 3 years. Um, so Dogleg, Godleg, Dogleg, they have finally blessed us with some new material, and this single is called Fox. Um, it also comes with a huge announcement. They just got signed to Triple Crown Records, which I think Free Throws on Triple Crown.
Really? I saw it was Epitaph, but maybe that was something else.
No, they got signed to Triple Crown.
Oh, okay.
But like, there's a lot of like well-known in that scene bands that are signed on Triple Crown. So it's definitely a big thing for them, and they've been grinding for the past like 3 years, just like getting on every local show they can, doing small tours around the area. They even did like they went to South by Southwest in Texas, I believe,
Yeah. Texas.
and like they've been just grinding it out, and they finally got the recognition they deserve. I'm really proud of them. Sorry. And this like new single is just embodying everything that Dogleg is. It's just like fucking hard hitting riffs, those vocals that are just borderline yelling at you, but it like really works, and just like so much energy packed into one song that it's almost tiring to listen to, but it's good. And they actually said on Twitter that they were gonna make this like the song Fox wasn't gonna be in a new song. It was gonna be part of another one. But they like liked the riff so much they were like, "Fuck it, let's just make a new song out of it."
Nice.
And they're supposed to release a new album through Triple Crown Records 2020. I don't know if that's like. I think that's confirmed though. I don't know exactly when in 2020, but hopefully soon because we really need some new Dogleg. And
Dog Daddy.
I'm just really excited. Like, this is the most excited I've been for a project since probably Hot Mulligan released their debut album, and that was early last year. So, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, I
Has
am
anyone
too.
ever called them Dog Daddy yet?
No, but we could start that.
Dog Daddy.
Dog Daddy, be on the lookout. All right.
Alrighty.
Steven, you
Moving
got
on.
anything else?
Yeah, I got some more stuff I can throw out there. Coldplay released like a triple.
Ooh.
It's kind of interesting. It's a directional change. It's called Everyday Life. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Um,
I mean, you're
I
talking
will.
to a big Coldplay fan right here.
Okay. Yeah. So what Coldplay do you like?
All right. First of all, I love all of their early stuff. Like their
Mm,
first like 3 albums are fucking awesome.
yeah.
Um, Unpopular opinion though, I think Viva La Vida. Is it Viva La Vida?
Yeah. Viva
Yeah,
La Vida.
I think that is their best album.
Mm, I don't know, man.
Yeah, hot take right there. Little
Yeah,
steamy take for you, but I
you're
think it's
slicing
fucking
it up.
amazing. Um, it's got songs like Lost, Lovers in Japan, Viva La Vida, Violet Hill, like that shit fucking bangs.
Living la vida loca.
And I also really do like their new stuff too. Like, well, I guess it's not really that new anymore, but Milo Xyloto.
Yes.
That shit bangs. That was
Xylito's
like a
wild.
psychedelic Coldplay, and it was fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Um, but their
Yeah.
newest, their what was it? Something about a ghost, like
Ghost stories.
Ghost Stories. Yeah, I never really got into that one, but I'm not gonna say it's bad. Like it's, I've heard some of it, and it's definitely like quality music. I just never got into it.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested
Well,
because I haven't heard the new
the new
stuff.
stuff is like it's very. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like foreign almost. Like it doesn't sound like a Western band like Coldplay.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at the website right now, like Coldplay's website, and you can see Everyday Life, and it says, I think in Arabic or something, some language similar. It has like some writing. I don't obviously know what it says, but I'm assuming it says Everyday Life.
Hmm.
And it
I
looks
gotta look
very,
this over.
it looks stylistically a lot different than Coldplay, like what we know as Coldplay.
I didn't know you guys were such Coldplay fans.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, yeah,
Learning
I
new
do.
stuff about you.
I like their. I mean, of course, their old stuff is awesome, and I like a lot of their newer stuff too. I'm not like one of those guys that's like, oh yeah, I only listen to their old stuff. Like, that's fucking irritating. But yeah, Coldplay is just a good band, and just because they're big, like they're a huge band, doesn't mean it doesn't take away from their art.
No, not at all. It's like the Beatles.
Oh yeah, like I mean, I could go off on a tangent about the Beatles too, but I'll refrain.
Oh, what? Beatles slap.
Yeah, but they're kind of overrated. Anyway,
Okay.
Hot
um,
take.
what else we got?
Um, so Lil Pump hops on the track with El Alpha for a nice um, Latin trap uh, banger.
Did you say Lil Pump in a
Yes, Lil
Latin
Pump.
track?
Yes,
Wait, what?
very interesting.
That's hype as fuck.
How did we miss this?
I don't know. it's interesting though. Like it's not what you'd expect. Um, it's very different from the Lil Pump we all have grown to know and love.
True.
So,
I
I
love the
mean,
man.
I kind of
Great
feel
guy.
like Lil Pump like almost fell off for a little bit because he wasn't like releasing much, and then when he did, it was kind of like under the radar. So
Well,
like,
Lil Pump had that new album, but like it flopped.
yeah, like it was under the radar. No one really cared. Like, it's no offense, but nobody really cared about it. Like, so is this supposed to be like him coming back and like trying to be relevant again?
I have no idea. I'd say Lil Pump is still relevant. Like all it takes is one single that just like
Yeah.
blows up again, and he's relevant. Like,
And he's pumping again. He's Lil pumping.
um, yeah, I guess so. But like, when you bring up Lil Pump, to me, it's just like, oh, we're still talking about him. Like, it just doesn't seem that relevant to me right now.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Well, that was just a quick point. Didn't want to make a big deal out of a Little Pump single. So another thing I saw came out was a Clipping and Shabazz Palace collaboration.
Ooh, wait, Shabazz Palace. I heard
Yeah,
about those guys. Those guys are wild.
I did hear about that. Like, I just saw it today, but I didn't listen to
Yep.
it yet.
It's called Aquacode Data Breaks. Interesting. Yeah, it's super weird. Like it's just exactly what you'd expect. Clipping sounds like Clipping, and then like Shabazz Palace. It's I couldn't tell there wasn't like a ton of rapping, like hard rapping on the track, but
Really?
there was like Clipping uh, guy doing like a lot of more like poetry style stuff. And then
Yeah.
like something about like you got to be wet, you got to be wet to get in my crew or something.
That's awesome. I love that. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I only listened to it like once or twice. So not, not. I'm just throwing things out there that are on the radar. Oh, we got another Murumasa single. This is a
Okay.
follow up to his last single, No Hope Generation. This is called Deal With It. It's spelled Deal WIV It.
Deal with it.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's got the that rapper from Flume, the
Slow
can't.
tie.
Yeah. What's the bar though?
He's like a British guy. Some days when it came in clutch.
Yeah. That guy.
Perfect. That was perfect.
So it's got him. It's super good though. I've been jamming to it.
Just because you did that, I'm gonna have to go listen to it. Like, for
Yeah.
sure.
But the Flume one with the Days of Clutch?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to both now.
So
Alright.
it's another good one.
So,
Let me do one last little sweep of the Spotify. See if I missed anything.
I do want to say the Turnover album has still been growing on me. The ones that I weren't really fucking with, they're growing on me. They're really growing on me. I'm just getting deeper in the album. Just really getting lost in the sauce here.
do you think
You
it's
guys?
gonna be on your year-end list?
Oh fuck yeah, baby! It's gonna be top 5. You guys been listening to it? You change your opinions? I mean, what you guys feeling here?
I
I'm still
tried.
loving it. I'm still loving it.
I tried listening to it and I got bored.
Damn. Rest in peace. Rest in pepperonis, as the kids say.
Rest in pepperonis.
Well, that brings up. I mean, unless you're. I mean, unless you want to like keep going on something else, but that brings up a good point.
Go.
I mean, sorry to cut you off, but like, we do have to plan how we're gonna do our end of the year lists.
That's true.
I'm thinking we do it on the podcast this year, because for those who don't know, me and Steven and Cameron have always shared our lists with each other. I'm thinking this year we could have one podcast where we just share our top, 5, 10 albums, maybe more, and we just do it on the podcast. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a great plan.
Because in the past, I mean, I've done like top 20s before, but I could cut it down. I don't know. We might have
Yeah, I
to.
say we keep it to 10. We got to keep it to 10 for the podcast.
Yeah. I might have to do one just for
Because,
me.
well, we might have overlap too. That's fine.
So, yeah, I think we should start like middle of December or so. Maybe late December.
Oh, well, yeah, we have to start working on it. We could do a New Year's special episode too.
True. Make it kind of longer.
Yeah.
Alright, that sounds good. So you guys have any other topics you're dying to talk about? Or do you want to jump into something else?
I'll throw out another thing. Puya and Xavier Wulf single.
Really?
Xavier Wulf.
Yes. So it's pretty interesting. Heavy bass. Heavy bass and a lot of Puya bars.
Okay, I like that.
Okay,
Love
I'm with it.
Yep. That's all I got to say. Like, I don't know. I'm not a huge hip hop head, but like, I still keep up on some artists and like, I always try and stay on the scene. Puya is a guy I've been into for years.
True.
So
Big facts.
it was a cool single. Give us some full lengths. We need the Isaiah Rashad album.
Oh,
TDE. This is a call out right now.
Yeah, where's the Isaiah Rashad album?
That's gonna be a minute.
Where is it?
There's the Ab Soul album.
Where's the albums? Where's the freaking albums?
We had two
It's
Isaiah
29
Rashad projects in like what 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good.
I mean, we could
Plus-
use some more.
The new Schoolboy album was garbage. Just the worst album I think he ever put out.
Really?
Crash Talk.
That's scathing. Scathe them, brother.
Yeah. And this is coming from a guy who loved Blank Face LP. Blank Face LP was, I think, one of the best albums Top Dog Entertainment ever put out. So that, I don't know what happened from the one album to the next, but it's just bad. The drop-off was bad. I don't know what's going on at TD. Where's Isaiah Rashad? Where's the albums, guys? Get Top on the phone.
I would even venture to say that Blank Face was not that good. But I know you love that album, so.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that would argue up there.
Oxymoron was the best Schoolboy Q album. And I'll just throw that out there.
I will agree with that.
Is that the one with Studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the other one. There's like the fan base is split right now. The fan base is split. And you know, like,
Oxymoron, no. This fan base is not split over
yes,
Oxymoron
it
and
is.
Crash
Dude, oh
Talk.
no, dude. Yes, it is. Not Crash Talk. It's Blank Face.
Blank Face.
No, a
Dude,
lot of
listen
people
to
really
that.
fuck with Blank Face. They think it's like his best work.
I don't really
I
see
believe
why.
you that a lot of people think that, but I also think Oxymoron is just Schoolboy Q is known for.
Yeah, Oxymoron is good as fuck, dude. That's the one with Ruby's mom. Shout out Ruby. You know you're listening.
Judy fucking
Ruby's-
loves that album.
Yeah, Judy. You know, just 35-year-old, beautiful, cute little male or female. I'm sorry. You know,
Oh my
she's
gosh. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, Oxymoron, best one.
Yeah, about that. Well, so we can be here for
Collard
hours.
Greens. They got Collard Greens, the Kendrick feature. They got Man of the Year. Like, what more can you ask for?
What
Gangsta.
about? I'm thinking about TDE and how everyone is like. I've seen a lot of speculation on Twitter that Kendrick Lamar is dropping sometime soon.
No.
And I don't know if that's something that is like trustworthy because there was something that was like a label said, oh, we got new releases coming this year from these artists, and Kendrick Lamar was one of them. And the other people on the list were already like confirmed, like they already dropped music this year. So I don't know if that's like really proof. It's probably not, but like we could see a new Kendrick album this year. And
I I always love that.
Like,
It's my favorite thing in the world.
if we get a new Kendrick album, that's gonna shake up the game because his last release was like 2017, I believe.
Yep. Damn.
Damn. And I thought it
That's
was a
what's
really good
gonna.
album.
I mean, honestly, that's what's gonna carry TDE at this point. They need to do something here because Dreamville just put out the fucking one of the best albums of the year, sneak peek.
True.
Revenge of the Dreamers 3 really shook up the game. And I've seen a couple things online. Did you guys see the thing that TDD put? Like they're all locked into the studio for a week or something. So, I mean, they're trying over there apparently.
Yeah, but that's almost like a bad thing because it's like, oh, we really need to motivate our artists so much to make music that we have to lock them in.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the fucking Dreamville's out there just grinding, loving it, having a great time.
Like, I feel like TDE did that for a few years. But now they're like,
that's how they came up.
when they
They
got
were
on
hungry.
top, they're not hungry anymore. They don't care anymore.
No.
And they just have all their, fancy cars and living big, but it's going to run out sometime and they're going to have to make something good.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they're eating off that Black Panther thing. That Black Panther deal was huge.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's probably why they're not
eating off that.
motivated.
Yeah, they're all eating good right now, dude. They probably got huge money for that. The movie did great. The soundtrack did great. That was huge.
Yeah.
I just want to, especially for Isaiah Rashad, I want to hear that like hunger in his voice. I want to hear that he like really cares about his music.
Well, yeah, that's I brought this up on episode 1 of this podcast, the Sir album. That's kind of what interested me the most about Sir was that he's still hungry. Because he's been fresh signed.
Yeah, like he hasn't had his come up yet.
Yeah, and so he dropped an album this year. Check it out if you haven't yet. It's pretty good.
I feel like that embodies how TDE is right now. Their new artists care and their old artists just really don't.
Well, we'll see what happens. You never know. JRock, I feel like, is still. What did he like? He did that song "Win." That did really well. I see it on like commercials and stuff. I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
JRock.
I didn't even like that song. I thought it was kind of trash.
I kind of agree with you, but it's still at least like, yeah. It's nice to see JRock doing like big stuff.
Shout out JRock. That album was pretty good. Like actually shout out JRock. He got that big deal with like NBA or something for that song. I think that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, probably.
He got like an NBA gig for that song, but the album was actually pretty good, man. It's just like, JRock's always holding it down for the crew.
Yep.
Alright, so do you guys have anything else you need to talk about?
No, I'm just ready for the Isaiah Rashad shit. I'm ready for new music. I'm ready. I feel like 2019 has a lot of big heaters coming before the end of the year, and we're just waiting on them.
Yep.
Is there anything that you guys think will come out or is confirmed to come out that you're really excited for?
Yes.
What?
Suicide Boys has a massive new album coming out.
When?
It's been almost a year, almost 2 years. They had a little EP with Travis Barker that came out, but that was like an EP. It wasn't an actual Suicide Boys project. So they've been working real hard on it. A lot of talk on Twitter. They're like teasing it, saying it's the best thing they ever made. So I'm really hyped for that.
Is that supposed to come out this year?
Yeah, it's supposed to come out into like December or something.
I'm actually really excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll see. I think there's a Post Malone feature. There, pictures popped up with Posty and the boys.
I'm all about that.
So that'll be very interesting if that happens. We'll see. We'll see.
I will definitely check that album out.
Post Malone feature on a Suicide Boy.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of here for that though because like they do have similar styles.
Yeah, especially if they're.
I don't know. That seems like a really weird feature.
And I feel like Post Malone loves doing features. Like he just loves doing features. Like wasn't his last album like all features?
It did have a lot of features. But I did like that album. I thought it was good. Hollywood's Bleeding.
Was not a fan.
Really?
No. Just every song was just the same, dude. He's just abusing his, shticks, like the voice shaking and stuff,
The
and like,
vibrato.
yeah, vibrato and
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like
and-
the Shakira thing where it's like horse voice or something.
I don't know, dude. I didn't feel like it was like all the same. Like from album to album, it's different, but like on the entire album itself, it's all a lot of similar music. But I think Post Malone's only problem is he has the duration of his album is just too long. If he cut down like 4 or 5 songs, it would be like perfect.
I don't know. I don't agree, but
Dude,
I just think it was. I just think it was way too repetitive. Every beat sounded the same. The features were the like most interesting parts of every song because I'm like, oh, it's something new,
really?
and like an artist that I haven't like really heard of or I don't know about, or like of Sway Lee. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, like Free the Monkey. Um,
But what did you think of like the singles though? Because I didn't feel like the singles were
I don't even
repetitive.
remember. I don't think I listened to the single. What were?
Goodbyes with Young Thug.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was good. But Young Thug was the coolest thing. You can't tell me Young Thug doesn't have the best verse on that.
No,
Does he?
I don't think so. I think it's good. I think it's a really good, interesting verse, but I think Post Malone's better.
Eh, I don't know. I don't know it that well, but I just
Um,
didn't enjoy it when I listened to it.
what about the one with Travis Scott and Ozzy Osbourne?
Dude, that one is like,
Tell me that's
it's
not a
just
heater.
such a stretch. It's a culture stretch, dude. Like, not that I'm against that, but it seems like it's pandering to like what
Culture
he
stretch.
is. Like he just wants to just show people. He's like, look, I'm a mix of Travis Scott and Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Dude,
Post Malone's just falling off for me. Not a huge fan.
I fucks with Post Malone for sure.
I mean, what other albums are supposed to come out? There's the Suicide Boys. I know there's a couple other big ones. I say Rashad, but we know that might not ever come out.
Um, I think there was something that I was. Oh, Just Friends might release an album this year, but it might be next year too.
Hmm.
And I'm like
Oh,
a huge Just Friends fan.
Yeah. I'm excited for that, for sure. Hopefully it's this year.
Oh, I think Egovert has an album dropping. Egovert has his first ever album, debut album dropping.
Who is that?
He's a very young rapper, Indian rapper. He blew up on the internet because of just viral fucking like meme kind of songs that banged. And
Really?
he sounds like XXX kind of. That'll be interesting.
Oh, you showed me him before.
Yeah, the neck game sloppy.
Yes.
Yeah, the neck. Yeah. Is your neck game sloppy? Yeah, I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
So there's
Gonna
There's
have
a,
to check
and
that out.
there's always sleepers around Christmas too. Like didn't Beyonce and Jay drop like everyone drops a big thing like around Christmas time, like a big sleeper. There's always something huge that drops.
I know Jeff Rosenstock did that. Like he did it in
Yeah.
like early January, like January 2nd or something like that. He was just like, "Yeah, I'll drop an album real quick."
Yeah. So stay tuned, guys, and we're gonna be here to cover it. We're gonna be here to suck it off, suck it dry, have a great time.
Oh, for sure.
One love.
So it's been about 40 minutes. You guys ready to end it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
All right. This has been a Valiant Effort podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks,
will
guys.
Thanks
See
for
you
that.
next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Switch.
And
Switches.
have a good
Bye.
time. See ya.